When you disassemble the express delivery, you can see the robot body, robot head, charging base, and power adapter. First, pick up the head of the robot and pay attention to holding the neck of the robot to prevent the head from turning during the installation process. Then find the connecting wire on the head. The connecting wire has a raised side. We need to install the connecting wires and the robot body. Remember to tidy up the extra wires and then install the head and the robot body. This is what the robot looks like when it's installed. Connect the adapter to the charging base. When plugged in, the charging base will light up, and place the base against the wall. The robot's power button is located on the left rear of the robot. Press the robot switch, and the light bar will automatically light up. This is the screen after the robot is turned on. Become an administrator. Open any browser on your mobile phone and enter the URL below. After the input is complete, click Go and install after the download is complete. Then open the app, select Me, register and log in, and support mobile phone number and Weshit binding login. Then come to the robot interface. Click to open the robot. Open the Padbit app, click to open the frame in the upper right corner. Then scan the QR code on the robot screen, and the first person to scan will become the robot's administrator. We open the Padbit app, click on the robot, and when we enter the interface, we will see the battery status of the robot, and the nickname of the robot. Here you can turn on the collision avoidance function of the robot. Here you can turn on the automatic charging function. Here you can enable the function of turning on the front light by default. Here you can turn on the light bar by default. Here you can turn on the automatic head shaking function. Here you can turn on the human body detection function. Here you can turn on the self-starting front light function. You can turn on abnormal SMS notifications here. Here you can set the threshold of high temperature alarm. Time patrol task can be set here. Click the Add button on the top right. Here you can set the robot patrol time, patrol route, patrol times, patrol date and patrol voice. After setting, remember to save. Patrol record can be viewed here. We go back to the app console and click to open the small button on the right. Open the menu bar below. Click here to refresh the map. Click here to locate the robot. Click here and the robot will automatically return to the charging point for charging. Open the single cruise function here. Turn on the loop cruise function here. Then turn on the second function key. Here you can control the movement of the robot back and forth, left and right, and here you can control the movement of the robot's head up and down, left and right. Here you can turn on the front light of the robot. Click here to stop the robot, and click here to resume the robot. Click here to enable the intercom function. Click here to turn off video sound. Click here to take a screenshot of the video. Click here to record a video. Click here to watch the video in full screen. Click here to switch the thermal imaging screen. Open any browser and enter the URL below. After the input is complete, click Go, and install after the download is complete. Then come to the robot interface, click to open the robot, and the QR code of the robot will appear. Then open the Security Robot app, click the button in the upper right corner, scan the QR code to add the robot. The first person to scan will become the administrator of the robot. Open the Security Robot app, click to open the robot. There is a menu bar on the left. First open the first function. Here you can refresh the map. Click the top right of the screen to open the map, and then click refresh. The second is to locate the robot. First click on the location, and then click on the current location of the robot on the map to successfully locate. This is the automatic charging button. Click it and the robot will automatically return to the charging point. This is a single cruise function button, and this is a circular cruise function button. Open the second button in the vertical menu bar. The first is the intercom function of the robot. This is the switch function of the sound. This is the screenshot function. This is the video recording function. The third button in the vertical column is the function of controlling the movement of the robot. The fourth button in the vertical column is to control the front light of the robot. This is the switch button for thermal imaging. Here you can make the robot stop cruising, and here you can let the robot restore cruising. Go back to the robot's console and click on the three dots. Then open the robot settings. After opening, you will see collision avoidance, automatic charging, automatic head shaking, human body detection, front lights on by default, light bars on by default, and front lights on automatically. Here you can set the thresholds for turning on and off the front light. Here you can set the voice broadcast. Here you can adjust the threshold of high temperature alarm. Open the cruise settings, where you can set up time cruise task and cruise exception plans. Select the time cruise task, the plus sign on the upper right after opening, and you can adjust the patrol time, patrol route, patrol times, patrol date and patrol voice. Remember to save. Here you can set up a cruise exception plan. After opening, click the plus sign on the upper right to add the date, time, and location. Patrol record and video surveillance record can be viewed here. Here you can edit the alarm settings. Back to the console, there is a small setting button on the top right of the page. Click to open it to view the security event records of the robot. After the robot is turned on, you will see three functional areas, namely the robot, application center and system settings. First, click to open the robot. Open the patrol task in the right menu bar. Click the Add button on the top right. Here you can set the robot patrol time, patrol route, patrol times, patrol date and patrol voice. After setting, remember to save. Here you can set the administrator password. Click here to enter the video monitoring screen, and click the upper right button to switch to the thermal imaging screen. Here you can edit the alarm settings. Here you can adjust some basic settings of the robot. Go back to the startup interface, and open the application center. Here you can see some basic software of the robot. Return to the startup interface again. Click to open settings. Here you can view and adjust the basic settings of the robot. First, open the robot. Click navigation. Select configuration, and click create map. Then set the corresponding map name and floor. After setting, click confirm. Then come to the console of the Padbit app on the mobile phone, and click the small button on the right. After opening, click the second control button on the menu bar below. You can use your mobile phone to control the movement of the robot to scan map. After the map scan is complete, click Finish Creation. Now you can see the map you just scanned, and then select Edit Map below. Then click on the place where the cruise point needs to be set on the map, select Settings. You can edit the name of the point, departure voice, arrival voice, stop time, orientation angle and the attributes of the point, and click Save after setting. Then set other point S in the same way. After setting, click Finish Editing below. Next, click Cruise Settings, and then click the plus sign on the upper right to set the name of the route and the prompt voice. After setting, drag the points just set to the lower area one by one. Then click to finish editing, find the route you just set, and set it to enable. This is the normal cruising route of the robot. The mobile phone map settings are similar. Click the button on the bottom left of the robot, and then click Configuration to edit the map. After that, click on the place where the cruise point needs to be set on the map, and select Settings. You can edit the name of the point, voice prompts, stop time, or ended angle and the attributes of the point, and remember to click Save after setting. Then set other points in the same way. After setting, click Finish Editing. Next, click Cruise Settings. Click the plus sign on the upper right. You can set the name of the route in the prompt voice. After setting, drag the point we just set to the lower area one by one, and then click Save. Then find the route you just set, and set it to enable. This is the regular cruise route of the robot. After the robot is turned on again, the first thing to do is to position the robot. First click to open the robot, click the navigation function, and then zoom in on the map to find the actual location of the robot. Next, click the positioning button on the right menu bar, and then click the actual location of the robot on the map. Robot rotation means positioning. The green arrow you see later represents the orientation of the robot, and now you can start using the robot.